It's prime time. It's prime time. Talk TV. Talk TV. We're letting you know. We're letting you
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you're on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Prime Time.
To this day.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? How about DAZN put on something this weekend called the X Series? And it was a boxing match full of entertainment, to say the least about it. If you didn't have any super fights to see, any big boxing matches, then hey, DAZN put this on. The first one that I saw was Minicon versus this guy named Nick Nack, and it looked like Nick Nack, he got exhausted in the first round pretty much, and you know, Minicon, he put him out. He put him out. He put him on and he put him out. And the commentary was to say the least cracking up on the name Nick Nack, Patty Whack. They were saying all kinds of crap. And then the second one had Ice Poseidon versus Buckingham. And I tell you what, I don't even know what to say about these names, but Ice Poseidon was the proper name for this guy because he was ice skating all around. Because Buckingham was hitting him with them blows that had Ice Poseidon slipping and sliding all backwards. That was crazy. And then moving on, a guy named FaZe Temper versus Overflow, and that went like 2 punches. And Overflow seemed to hit FaZe Temper with the tsunami punches and phased out old Temper. And that was it for that fight. And then the next one was what? King Kenny versus DK Money. Well, a minute and 34 seconds left in the first round. KO. It was like 24 seconds left in the second round. It won't 24 seconds left in the second round. It was in the first round with King Kenny and DK Money. I'm thinking about the next fight, and that was the main event fight. Yeah. Rahman versus Greg. Big old Greg Henry. Man, oh man. I tell you what, look, you know, that fight, it just kind of seemed like Greg Hardy. Look, I'll call him Henry. Look, shoot, he was swinging like old Henry with that big old hammer fist. Shoot, man, look, it was like Rahman really was oversized. It was like a heavyweight versus a cruiserweight in this fight to me. And it was sad that, you know, Rahman went down in the second round. It was like 24 seconds left, and bow, Greg Hardy hit Rahman with a nice right to the jaw, and just, man, you know, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Greg Hardy, for it to be his second pro fight, hey, he did very, very good, for real. He'll be a problem for any big heavyweight. He's a big guy, for real. Rahman gave up like 110 pounds, I think, against Greg Hardy. So, Greg Hardy, he was a former football NFL player, then branched over, tried to do MMA, got into MMA, did UFC, won some, lost some, and switched up now to boxing. And I tell you what, it really seems like to me he found his niche. He found where he might need to stay for real, because that win over Rahman Jr. was not a win for people to take lightly. Of course, you saw Jake Paul, KSI was there, ringside, sitting there watching it, because Jake Paul was intrigued to see how Rahman was gonna do, and he saw. He did good. Rahman did good. Now, for real, he didn't get knocked out. It went 4 rounds, went to the distance, but of course, Greg Hardy, unanimous decision. Should call him Greg Henry, for real, because that boy hit like a daggone brick house, man, for real. I mean, it was like he would hit Rahman and knock him back to the rope sometimes. So, man, I'm telling you, Greg Hardy is going to be a problem for anybody in the heavyweight division if he so chooses to move up to the, actually get ranked in ranking boxing. They line him up with some good fights, and man, hey, sky might be the limit with him, Now, of course, he'll need some warm-up fights to actually get himself, acclimated with the flow of boxing, because there's different fighters out there. And I think he need to work on his footwork and work on his jab more. You heard there go Shannon Briggs out there. Hit him with the jab. Hit him with the jab. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Hit him with the jab. Hit him with the jab. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. With somebody like that screaming in your corner, man, you ain't got no choice but to win or fold. And hey, Greg Hardy, he was boosted by his voice out there. Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Shannon the Cannon Briggs. That guy there, for real. You know what I'm saying? With him working with Greg Hardy, that is going to be man. That boy, he can go some places. For real. He can truly go some places if he listen and stay disciplined. But if he party hardy, Greg Hardy, then it ain't gonna last long. But if he stay dedicated and really stay focused, with this, he can be more than just an exhibition fighter. He can actually do something and probably get him a real belt. So, hey, shoot, for real, look, that's just his second pro fight. Wow, he beat Rahman Jr. That's a heck of a list already. So imagine if he can continuously build up and fight bigger and better names and just go through the heavyweight division and line up some good names on his resume. That'll line him up for a belt kind of easily. It really would. It really would let him get like 10-0. He can get him a shot at the belt just because of his name and status. That'll help push a fight and warrant a fight, because they always want to sell a good fight and a good name. And hey, I tell you what, that was an impressive 4 rounds for Greg Hardy, and the way he was dancing at the end of the fight, he looked like he had more energy for probably about 10 rounds, for real. And that's good, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take that cardio to really work, because see, the difference is if he go against somebody his size in the heavyweight division and they lean on him, then he gets tested, with his cardio and endurance there. because that's when your arms really get tired of somebody leaning on you, you pushing them off, they sweaty, you sweaty, you throwing punches, taking punches, pushing them, they leaning on you, laying on you, leaning against you on the road, throwing shots, and you got to pivot out the way, you know. So it's different things that Greg Hardy is going to have to face when he goes up against bigger and better opposition and fighters that's his actual size and weight, because, you know, he had a 100+ in weight advantage over a Rahman Jr. And like I said, kudos to Rahman Jr. He did his thing, man. He held his own going against a fighter and giving up that kind of weight. I can only commend him for that. You know, I can't take nothing away from him. He did his thing. He rocked him a couple times. I think if, you know, maybe, you know, it was only 4 rounds too, so it wasn't a whole lot you could do with a Greg Hardy. You know, somebody that comes from football, so his cardio is probably up there with some of the best of them, because it seemed as closer to the end of the fight went, he got even better and better, and he was throwing even more harder shots and getting more accurate with his shots. So, hey, you know, need to see what he can do actually in a 10-round fight. That's the question. You know, of course, they just moving him up. So, you know, did 4 rounds, so they're moving him to 8 rounds next, most likely, or 6. You know, 4, 6, 8, you know, 10. They might run it like that, or he might skip. It depends. We'll just monitor that, and we'll see how old Greg Hardy does, and we'll go from there. So with that being said, that's all I got for you in this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website primetimetalktv.com and copy some merch. All right, y'all, peace, love. I'm out till next time.